Hey, Gerald.
How are preparations for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion going? Fishing? Taking it easy, are you? The recent happenings at the monastery. There is something going on behind the scenes here. I've been commissioned to investigate as well. As I've already mentioned, this month I'm off to the kingdom. You be on your guard, okay?
I'm more worried about you than myself.
Perhaps I've gotten in your head too much. I won't go dying on you. I've stayed alive this long after all.
Stop talking about that. It makes me concerned. Hey, Manuela. How you doing?
I always thought I was pretty good, you know? Then I'd go and get stabbed. Oh.
That's one way to put it, Manuela. That is one way to put it. You just went and got stabbed.
But my opponent was the Death Knight, so I figure I did pretty well to only get stabbed. I wonder if it's true that he is actually Yuritsa. Whoever he is, I'm going to make him pay. It turns out that when I get stabbed, I get really mad.
I hope you get revenge.
I'm not going to let him get the better of me again.
Good.
I don't know if you've heard, but Flayn is very special. Her blood carries a rare crest. Oh, the lengths to which she could advance my research, if only I were able to study her.
Yeah.
If only it weren't for Seteth's strict orders. He protects his sister with unusual zeal.
Maybe you can convince him.
Have you ever tried convincing Seteth of anything? I'm not sure I could convince that man the sky is blue, if he hadn't already looked up for himself.
Fair. Fair. Hello, monk.
After the Battle of the Eagle and Lion, a prize is awarded to the winner by the Archbishop herself. It's a three-way battle, so you can't waste too much time just observing. You have to jump right in there. You have to be proactive and defeat the most opponents. Do that, and it's quite possible the Archbishop will recognize how strong you are. Ah, great memories. I was a student here many years ago. I know what I speak of.
Got it. Cool. I'm actually looking forward to it quite a bit. Good opportunity to go back and kick someone's butt. Yeah.
Okay.
Good pastime beating up other students. I seem to recall doing that pretty early on in the game. Got another quest up here too. Jeez. So much to do. So little time. Actually, quite a bit of time. Hello, student.
Oh, hi, Professor. Have you heard the rumor about the Goddess Tower?
Okay.
Well, there's an annual ball here the month after next, during the ethereal moon.
Oh.
They say if a boy and a girl wish for something together at the Goddess Tower on that night, the goddess herself will grant it. I don't know where the rumor started, but it's a great story, isn't it?
It's cute. It's definitely cute. Okay, who else is in here? Got a few things to do.
Right.
There be notes here. Song and dance live in our memories, but there's no real record of them. Even memories fade over time. Will anyone remember me when I'm gone? Well, Dorothea, we're sure you'll live on in someone's heart. Words gonna express my disgust for the students here. So many of these fools rely on their noble status, or their crest power as an excuse to shirk their training. This is Felix. That wouldn't work well. Shouldn't be a problem as long as we're keeping up. Oh, nope. Oh well. Hello, Mercedes. Hmm?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was lost in thought.
What were you thinking about?
The Death Knight's true identity. Could it actually be Professor Yuritsa?
I don't know. Maybe? I don't know. You want help?
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I mean, a lot of people keep bringing that up, and I was like 95% sure that she was right, especially because the speech patterns are very similar. Yeah, but he was also very fascinated with her, right? At least I think so. I could be misremembering.
Oh, you want me? I'm already having.
Yup. Magic and bow. Crap. Hello, Quest.
I have a favor to ask.
Mind delivering this love letter on my behalf? To whom, you ask? Well, he's gallant. He has a charming smile, and he always puts his family first. I'm guessing
What?
Sylvain? I don't know who else that could be. Could be Ferdinand. I mean, he has a decent smile, right? He does seem to put his family first, but then again, Sylvain just went through that whole thing with his brother. I don't know, we'll find out. Ah, Felix isn't in his room. People are almost never in the rooms except for Perdita.
Since we were little, Ingrid's always gotten this odd look in her eye when someone brings up food.
Okay, that was easy enough. Gifts. No? Oh, no, that's Sal who I'm talking to. My bad. But I do know that he likes a training weight.
Aha, this is nice.
Yeah. Okay. What? Oh!
Since we were
Lost items. That's what it was. Oh, this one right here.
That's mine. Thank you for finding it.
Perfect. Okay, now we're done. That's weird. Why does Claude have more to say?
Seteth, that stubborn goat. Holding a fishing tournament now? Just last month, he looked like death warmed over.
Interesting. So apparently sometimes people have multiple things to say. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna poke at this fishing tournament thing for a second and see what we come up with.
Professor.
Because I have no idea what this actually entails. Let's see.
So, you've caught something, have you? Let us pit our fish against each other. Alas, your fish is clearly grander than mine. I suppose you win. This time.
Mwahaha. Oh, tomato. Nice.
Ah, you already got your hands on some fish. Let's compare then. Aw, I lost. Is there anything you can't do?
That is a fair point.
Looks like you've been doing some fishing. Let's see what you've got. Wow, that's a spectacular fish. You win. I can't compete with that.
Nice. All kinds of good items. Or talkies. Look at my stuff.
Did you catch something? Let me see what you got. No way! That fish looks bigger and tastier. I can't believe I lost.
All right, let's see what you got. I lost? But how? I guess I underestimated you, Professor.
An iron axe. Thanks, Caspar. Might as well just throw some trash. Actually, I can sell that.
Show me the fish, so we can see whose has the biggest size. I will have comparisons now. Your fish has way more size. I have had losing. I mean, I have lost.
Okay, and an iron sword. Interesting.
I'm going to catch me some mighty fish. Just you wait and see.
Catherine.
Oh, you've caught one. Let me see. Nice, you beat me. This is for you.
Ooh, a steel sword. Okay, Flayn.
Oh, you caught one! Yes, yes, yay! Oh, this is it! This is the fish I have been pining for. I am so pleased. I shall cook it up immediately.
Okay, well that was easy enough.
Thanks.
Fishing tournament is over. Flayn seemed overjoyed, and I'm certain that pleased Seteth as well. Great.
I guess that's it. That was fun, wasn't it?
I'm going to catch me some.
Yes. This created more fun than I have experienced in a long time. Did you also have the fun?
Oh yes. It was very engaging.
I wasn't expecting much, but this tournament was a lot of fun.
Good. You kiddos really needed it.
The fishing tournament's over already? Guess it's time for my personal eating tournament then. Best part is, no losing.
I love Raphael sometimes.
The fishing tournament is over. I heard you did some fishing, and that Flayn is happy.
That sums it up perfectly. That's exactly what happened. Thank you.
All that's left now is to eat it. Should I smoke it? Stew it? Ugh, I'm drooling already.
I think that's the end of the fishing tournament. I suppose it's time to prepare for the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
I suppose so.
Fishing was a nice change of pace, but now it's time to focus on the Battle of the Eagle and Lion.
Excellent. I think I've talked to everybody. He has more to say? Really? Oh, Sylvain's over here too.
After all.
Oh, it's not for him either. Okay, so it's not Sylvain. Guess we'll try...
Ever since the tournament, the kitchen is completely overtaken with fish. The cooks cannot keep up.
That's actually quite amusing to me. Let me see. Appreciates his family, good smile. Gosh, who is that? No way. Look, I see the icon. I didn't know. I don't think Eloise even came to mind in this whole conversation. I don't think this letter would have been for any of the staff, let alone Eloise.
I'm going to catch me.
Wow, it is. It's for him.
I appreciate this.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, that was a thing.
My savior, thank you.
I think he looked happy about it. Oh my gosh. So weird. I feel uncomfortable about all of that. Okay, so there's a few more things to do. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna go around and come on. I'm gonna go around and deliver a bunch of gifts to people, and then we'll come back in and do all the support stuff that may or may not unlock. I know we have at least a few to do just out the gate, but we will do that when I get back. So see you in a minute. Seteth, you have something more to say?
I hear that you participated in the fishing tournament. I appreciate you taking the time.
That was straightforward, but thanks. Okay, well, we've delivered everything we could. Looks like we have a couple more ranks up with instructors, and then we've got a bunch of students to work with, so let's see what happens.
Hello, Professor. It is so nice to see you here.
Okay.
It brings me great joy to know that you wish to visit with me again. I have this odd feeling that recently you've been trying to avoid me.
That's funny, because I've just been showering her with gifts lately. That isn't so.
I am relieved to hear that. In any case, I am delighted by this opportunity to speak with you again. My, how laughable I must seem. I imagine you must be dumbstruck by how unbecoming my behavior is for the Archbishop of all of Fodlan.
She's being silly. I can be apologetic, but I think she'll take more offense to me trying to apologize for her. So yeah, I'll put quite unbecoming.
Such brusque manners. You must get those from your father.
Okay, didn't matter. That's still funny.
In any case, how are you feeling? Have you experienced anything strange since you began wielding the Sword of the Creator?
Can't say that I have.
Oh, I am glad. There are so many legends about that blade, I was worried that carrying it may result in some strange side effect.
Did she plan on me getting the sword? Her response makes it sound like she was anticipating something happening.
Has there really been nothing odd? A tightness in your chest? Strange dreams? Anything of the sort?
Wow, she's really pushing this. Not since I got the sword. Actually, there is a young girl. Oh, that sounds awkward. I have had strange dreams lately.
Strange dreams, you say? They may very well have something to do with that relic of yours. Please know that you are welcome to come to me about anything. I am here for you, always. By the way, when I see you at work giving such splendid guidance to all of your students, I want you to know that it brings me great joy, as though I myself am receiving the benefit of your kindness.
Okay. Great! That didn't really go anywhere, but that's fine. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Is there anybody who needs to spend time with everybody else? I don't think so. Doesn't seem that way. No. Okay, everybody else is, is jagged. So I'm gonna hop over to each of them and we'll engage in conversation.
Professor.
Hello, Felix. Yes, it is a great time.
You're certainly not going easy on me. You fight like a mercenary, not a knight. You hunger for victory, pure and simple. You may not be aware of it yourself, but I see it.
Should I take that as a compliment?
Indeed.
Good.
Knights ought to have some hunger. I've always thought so. They depend too much on their swords. Only when they're wrested away do knights consider their hands and feet as weapons. That's not how it was for warriors of old. They weren't limited by their tools. Victory is what matters, not the method of achieving it. That's the attitude to adopt. I detect that in your style. It is plain to see.
Nice. That doesn't seem like praise, but it is. It is praise, you dummy.
You may take it however you like. I believe the difference between us lies within that hunger. But where does it come from? From the start, I was aiming to win. Yet I couldn't defeat you. Then I remembered something you said before.
About your aspirations?
Indeed. I was raised to value strength above all else. Whereas you had a reason, an ambition, pushing you toward that hunger.
You need a carrot on a stick, Felix. I have lots of carrots.
So tell me, what was the reason? Why were you driven to become so strong?
Oh, you're looking for my carrot. Well, to protect the people of Fodlan.
Spoken like a knight. That's not what I would have expected. So that is the source of your hunger. I suppose I must find my own.
We can find it together.
If we're to get along, I think not. I'll be content if you continue to train with me. Perhaps it will come to me as I swing my sword.
Sounds like a plan, Felix. Sounds like a plan. B. Alright. Next up.
Professor.
Why, hello, Catherine. It's always a good time for you.
I was trying to catch you off guard, but you managed to block it.
Stop.
Not too shabby, Professor.
That was dangerous.
Oh, come on. Look at the blade I threw. It's just a wooden training sword. At worst, you could have gotten a bruise or perhaps a splinter. Let's agree it was funny and move on.
Fair enough. I could have died.
How? By choking on it? Don't be so dramatic.
But drama is what drives me.
Besides, I knew you'd dodge in time. I told you before that I was going to observe you. Since then, I've been watching you. I know what you're capable of.
Yeah.
I took steps to make myself invisible, so I could observe you without being detected. I hardly let you out of my sight. After extensive research, I've concluded that you really are first-rate.
Good.
Your sword skills are impeccable, you're a gifted educator, you clearly love working with the students. Someone with all of your exceptional qualities should not exist, but here you are.
Yeah, it's like I'm a JRPG hero or something.
At first, I thought Geralt was the reason for Lady Rhea's interest in you. But no, Lady Rhea knew exactly what she was doing when she singled you out. Unfortunately, I can't hope to emulate you, let alone wield the sword of the Creator. So my plan of imitating you for Lady Rhea's attention has come to nothing.
Oh, bummer. So you're gonna stop watching me?
I didn't say that.
Hey.
I plan to give Lady Rhea a detailed report about what you're up to. Hopefully, then I'll be in her good graces. Oh, and don't think you can avoid being watched. I won't let you out of my sight.
Indeed. Indeed, Jax.
Professor.
Oh, Ash, hey.
Hey, Professor. Did I ever tell you what happened with that thief?
No you didn't. The guy who took the
I
book.
went after him, and I did manage to catch up, but...
You couldn't get him to pay for the book?
Sort of. I actually decided not to make him pay for it. My pockets were pretty empty after that incident, if you want to know the truth. Well, what happened was, when I caught him, I asked him why he stole the book. He said he thought it would fetch a good price, and that he really needed the money. He had a sick kid and couldn't pay for medicine.
Okay. He didn't look old enough to have children.
Oh, maybe you're right. But if he really did have a sick child, that would be a matter of life and death.
True.
A little money is nothing compared to that. I'd rather believe a lie than risk someone's life if I'm wrong.
I see.
And to be completely honest, there was a time when I wasn't so different from him.
You were a thief? Well, that actually makes sense.
It was a long time ago, and I've put all that behind me now. But yes, I was.
If you remember, his innate ability is the ability to open chests and doors. He can do it.
My parents died of illness, so I had to provide for my little brother and sister. I did my best to earn money for them legitimately, but I wasn't able to bring home enough. So I turned to thieving. From people on the streets, from shops, even from soldiers. I knew it was wrong, but seeing my brother and sister's smiling faces made me too happy to stop.
I can't imagine what that must have been like.
I really regret that part of my life. I was stupid. But shortly after I turned 9, I crept into a local noble's mansion, aiming to steal whatever I could get my hands on. The noble had all sorts of valuables, but what really caught my eye was a book with a fancy cover. That book was Lugh and the Maiden of Wind. The knight in the illustrations was so impressive I just couldn't tear my eyes away.
Go on.
You probably see where this is going. Moments after I grabbed the book, I was caught in the act by the noble. And that noble was none other than Lenato.
Oh.
But Lenato was incredibly kind. Without asking any questions, he gave me the book. And money, too. When I told him I couldn't read, he invited me into his mansion, along with my brother and sister. He taught me how to read, personally. So, with the thief I caught in town, I was trying to do the same thing, to be like Lenato. I want to make up for the bad things I've done, to leave this world better than I found it.
Now I know why he was so upset about Lenato.
That's why, even if it wasn't easy on my pockets, I'm proud to say I helped him.
And sad. You sure you did the right thing? Oh, there we go. Isn't that a little self-indulgent?
I know what you're trying to say. My contribution probably won't change much. And it's not like I have the money to help everyone who's suffering from poverty.
Right.
Even so, I can't bear to stand by and do nothing. What else could I have done, Professor?
Fair. Fair. It's a really long conversation, jeez. But we got a lot more backstory, we understand him a whole lot better now. That's good news. And lastly...
Professor.
Sure.
Great timing, Professor. I was just going to come find you. Are you busy? I have a question about formations. I don't understand them at all. Are the speed of battle and the terrain connected somehow? There's too much to memorize.
You don't have to remember everything.
I don't? Then what do I have to know? I think I understand the basics. To start, you just... Ah, okay. I think I've got it. Thanks for the help, Professor. Brains and brawn. You've really got it all. With your help, I should have no trouble becoming a proper knight.
Why do you want to be a knight?
Huh? Didn't I tell you? My parents were merchants of the Alliance. They died in an accident.
Which we know about.
That's why it's up to me to look after my little sis. I'm not great with bookkeeping, so I don't think I'd make a good merchant.
Oh.
I talked to Grandpa, and he suggested I become a knight. So I sold all our valuables and used the money to pay my way into the academy. My sis won't survive if I get kicked out, so I can't give up now.
Did you consider being a mercenary?
I might have tried being a mercenary if I didn't have my little sis to look after.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It's a much more dangerous life as a mercenary.
I probably shouldn't say this, but being a mercenary does sound like an easier life. Mercenaries have no responsibilities, and no one else to worry about.
Which is the point. With family, it's a little more difficult.
But someone's gotta take care of my little sis, so that's out of the question.
There you go.
Serving as a knight in a noble house is more secure, and you don't have to worry about dying unless there's a war. My sis has been through so much. I don't want her to have to worry about me. Hey, do you have any siblings, Professor?
No.
Then you probably think I'm missing out on my freedom, having to support her, huh? But working hard for my sister isn't too bad. Call it a burden, call it a challenge. If it makes my sister happy, I'm happy too.
Sounds good.
You should ask your father to have some more kids.
Can
Anyway, that's why I've got to become a proper knight.
you imagine having your adult son come up to you and be like, "Hey, Dad, can you have more kids? I kind of want to have siblings." I don't think it would go over very well. I don't think so. Alright, so one last go over. Everything looks good. Yeah. Still got support though. Oh. Oh, between the class. Duh. Okay. Let's do them next.
Hubert?
Oh, the Hubert music is playing again.
Yes?
I wanted to thank you.
Brenda looks like she is having so much trouble.
For the other day, you know, when I fainted. Thank you for carrying me back to my room.
That was nothing. It saved me effort in the long run. Leaving you there would have just caused even more trouble.
I guess that's true. Well, thanks. There, I said it, and now I'm going.
Is this why you've been circling me like a vulture for the last several hours?
Vulture's a bit... well, yes.
Yet you would have fled if I'd approached. It seems you will avoid me at almost any cost.
Well, that's...
Well, he is kind of terrifying.
You don't need to say it.
Yeah.
I know. I'm frightening. I'm told so often.
Please don't laugh like that!
Apologies. I will be mindful not to laugh in your presence from now on.
The grin of death itself! Terrifying!
You think so?
Oh no, now you're angry too!
Hardly. I'm sorry to have frightened you.
No, you're not! It's a trick! You're lulling me into a false sense of security! I can't stand it!
She's a lost cause.
Oh, poor Bernie. C+. Okay, what else we got here? Shamir and Caspar.
Hey, Shamir. Your archery skills were amazing the other day. I couldn't believe it when you hit all those bullseyes. Not a single miss.
It was nothing.
No way, it was incredible. You were incredible. You gotta teach me how to shoot.
Maybe.
That sounds like a yes to me. Are you free tomorrow?
Maybe. No promises, though.
Come on, Shamir, don't be like that. Wait, is this because you don't think I'm good enough? That can't be it.
It's nothing personal.
She literally just doesn't know if she's going to be available. She comes and goes.
As someone born in Dagda, I'm not very fond of the Empire.
Dagda? Where is... Oh! You mean where they had that war with the Empire a few years back? The country west of Fodlan. Across the ocean. That Dagda?
That Dagda. But that is behind us.
I had no idea. I understand why you'd hate the Empire so much, though. My father was a major general in that war. He led an entire army. If I were you, I definitely wouldn't want to train the son of someone who killed all those Dagdans.
You misunderstand. I harbor no ill will toward your generation.
Huh? Well, then what does this have to do with you teaching me how to shoot?
I simply have other commitments. I don't have the time to teach everyone, so I...
That's your reason? You're just too busy? I thought you hated me.
No, Shamir's actually pretty straightforward when it comes to her motivations.
I guess I had nothing to worry about. In that case, I'm excited to get to know you better. Let's leave all that Dagda and Empire stuff in the past.
That was fun. I had a good time. Okay. Oof. Alright, so we got a couple more things we got to spend time on, and if any more support shows up, we'll deal with those. Otherwise, we're going to skip to instructions, so let's see what happens.